You've gotten more involved, not just you, but the whole tight end seems to have gotten more involved. Could you just kind of describe the evolution of that involvement with you guys?
Yeah, I mean, it's been great. Just over the course of the past, whatever, 5, 6, 7 games, we've just been, earning that trust from whether it's Dwayne or the coaching staff, and just being able to be a reliable option for him. It's been nice.
And on the goal line, it was you and Jeremy and Wyatt.
Yeah.
Wyatt's obviously not a tight end.
Yeah.
But how much fun was that? What was that like on the goal line?
It's always fun to change it up a little bit and get. It was just really fun on center, being able to move the line of scrimmage like we did. Just makes it a lot easier and more fun for everybody. So.
Without going into too much detail on scheme and all these other things, just from the time the Purdue game ends, you guys take a day or two off and come back in, practice 3 days. Just what was that time like trying to get the running game geared back up? Just tell us what you can tell us without
more than any scheme or anything. It was just like just the fact that running the ball is an attitude more than a scheme. Coach Hinton harped on that a lot, and Coach Wilson. So yeah, more than anything, you just got to get that attitude back of, who we are as a front.
Do you feel like you guys were able to do that? It seemed the first half was a little bit rough, only 50 yards maybe in the first half, but second half over 150, I think.
Yeah, I feel good about it. I think everybody feels good. We just have to keep building on that. We can there's definitely room for improvement still.
When you watch Michigan State, you all saw them a year ago, and they brought in a similarly ranked defense, especially against the run. Can you explain what they perform so well defensively, especially up front, that allows them that kind of success where they can shut teams down trying to run the ball?
I think they've done what they've done, and they do it well with their consistency of like how hard they play downhill and the effort they play with on defense across the board.
Is that schematically, is there something unique, or is it just they just whip people?
I don't think it's anything super different, like from what they've been doing in the past. However long we've been, Coach Meyer's been here, and everything that they talked about. It's just their ability to play downhill and kind of hit you in the mouth, see how you respond.
What do you think are the biggest ways that you've improved over the course of this first season as a starter?
Definitely being consistent. Like I said, earning that trust of our coaching staff, quarterback, and just continue to build on that. Keeping that consistency.
Everyone talked about the running backs, the wide receivers, the quarterback. You guys, did you kind of feel like, hey, we're still here?
It's not expected.
What's that?
It's not expected. As a tight end, you don't get a ton of love, but when it's there, it's there. And like Paris came off after that play that me and Ruck were in off the edge, and came over and complimented that, and that's all we need really to get that kind of respect from those guys.
You came here knowing the tight end's not going to get 50 catches a year. That's just not the way this offense.
Yeah, but I know we play with a real traditional tight end that's and the opportunities will be there, like going forward.
Luke, what have you seen out of Jeremy and his development from the time he got here in June to now, as far as gaining confidence as a physical force on the field, and then obviously just how he fits in the offense?
It's been awesome to see his improvement. From day one when he got here, knew that was a big thing he had to work on, and he has been gaining that confidence, as you saw from Saturday with him in there. He doesn't really flinch, when he gets thrown in there, which is really cool to see as a freshman. So it's going to be pretty awesome watching
him coming in. It was more of a traditional pass catcher, caught a lot of balls, split out a lot at wide receiver in high school. How have you and Rashad sort of helped him understand the role in this offense for the tight end?
He made it easy for us, really. He wanted to learn from, like I said, day one, and just leading by example. He followed and excelled from that point.
Have you seen him get frustrated at all, like not being out there catching passes, or if that's happening, how do you guys attack it?
Not necessarily from that, because he did understand coming in he was going to have to play traditional, like Ohio State tight end does. You block first, and you're out there in the pass game, but you got to be really solid in the core.
So Urban Meyer said it was probably your best game Saturday. Is he right?
I felt pretty confident about it. But you know, watching the film, there's still stuff I can improve on. But I felt good about it.
How'd you feel watching your blocks on the 3 red zone touchdowns?
I think those, and then overall, it was really good. Just like what I was saying, being able to like get off the ball fast and moving the line of scrimmage like we did, which I mean, me personally, I hadn't done an overwhelming great job on before. Just having that velocity coming off the line of scrimmage and that attitude.
But you nailed them, right? All 3 of those you nailed. I watched the replay.
Yeah, it felt good.
Yeah. But like that, it felt like you guys changed the fortunes of this team by being able to figure that out in the red zone. Like,
yeah,
how do you feel being part of that?
It feels great. It feels awesome, you know. And like I said, getting that, you know, admiration, you know, from your peers and everything, having them come over and compliment you like that, it feels great.
Luke, when Wyatt Davis, I guess, essentially plays tight end, does he like do work with you guys in practice? Because he's an interior offensive lineman blocking on the edge. Does he work with you guys a lot?
Yeah, I mean, not a ton. We work with the tackles occasionally, you know, for combos and everything like that. But it's nothing really different from what they do. Just another guy down on the line.
Okay. He doesn't get to hang out in the tight end room now.
No, he hasn't been in the room yet.
Okay.
Is the play action going to be part of that for him?
I'm not sure about that. You have to talk to coach about that. I'm sure.
But it is for you, right? They got something in there where you're in there to block and you slip out.
I mean, we're always a receiving threat. You know, I hope teams know to respect that. And I mean, you know, as I said, be able to do it like as Ohio State does. Ohio State tight ends do, being able to be equally good in blocking and route running.
What do you think you guys are in for at Michigan State? I mean, they're really not in this division race since they lost to Michigan. It'd take a miracle for them to win the division, but you know they're still going to come out and give you everything they've got and maybe try and spoil your season. Just I don't know, what do you think you guys are in for up there?
Yeah, it's I've never played there personally, but I heard it's a tough place to go and play at, you know, away in the Big Ten. And the physicality, and like I said, the effort they play with on defense. Like I said, they're going to try to, you know, punch us in the mouth and see how we respond, whether they're in it or not.